Hey everyone, welcome to today's Explainer. We're jumping right into a really incredible, heartwarming fable today. It's the story of the Chatpati chowmein wala of Ramgarh village. And this isn't just a story about mouth-watering street food. It's actually a masterclass on hard work, facing down unexpected adversity, and ultimately, the sheer power of community. So let's get right into it. I want you to think about this for a second. What happens when a legendary, generations-old recipe suddenly falls into the hands of a complete and total amateur? It's a huge risk, right? You've got a beloved family legacy on the line, and a son who has to step up to the plate, or, well, the wok, to save his family. This is the exact high-stakes situation that kicks off our story. Chapter 1. The Spicy Chowmein Stall. Okay, picture this in your head. It's pouring down monsoon rain in Ramgarh village. It's cold, it's breezy, and right there on the corner, master cook Deendayal and his son Madhav are running their chowmein stall. The hot, sizzling, tangy aroma rising from that wok is literally pulling the whole village in. It wasn't just a place to eat. It was honestly the absolute heartbeat of the village. But as we know, life happens. Disaster strikes. Standing out in that relentless cold rain, Deendayal catches a severe fever. And the doctor is absolutely strict about this. 2 entire weeks of total bed rest. Going anywhere near the fire or the wok, completely forbidden. Now, to put that into perspective, the monsoon season was their biggest moneymaker for the entire year. Without it, their daily business just grinds to a sudden, terrifying halt. So that brings us to Chapter 2, A Recipe for Disaster. To save his family from ruin, Madhav takes a really bold leap. Even though he has zero, and I mean absolutely zero cooking experience, he heads out alone to run the stall. He steps right up to the boiling oil. I mean, sure, the kid had washed plates before, but actually making the famous chowmein himself? Not even once. And man, you can really see the sheer contrast here. On one side, you have Madhav's very first solo attempt, which is basically pure, unadulterated panic. He's totally overwhelmed, literally throwing in handfuls of salt and way too much chili because he's just blindly guessing. Compare that to his dad's method. Deendayal is calm, experienced, balancing the heat perfectly. It's the classic clash of seasoned expertise versus absolute chaotic inexperience, and it explains exactly why Madhav's first attempt goes off the rails. And the immediate result of all that panic cooking? Well, just listen to this brutal feedback from their very first customer of the day, Ramu Kaka. He says, "This is chowmein or just a solution of chili and salt. The tongue is burnt." Ouch. Hearing that would crush anyone, right? It was actually so bad that their most loyal regulars, guys like Sham and Gopal, just get up and leave, completely disappointed. Madhav's confidence? Yeah, it's totally shattered. Okay, let's slow things down a bit for Chapter 3, The Secret Spice Box. A totally defeated, tearful Madhav heads home empty-handed. He feels like he's completely ruined his father's stellar reputation. But interestingly, Deendayal doesn't yell at him. Instead, he quietly reaches behind a cupboard and pulls out the ultimate family secret. It's this incredibly old, heavy iron box. So you're probably wondering, what exactly was this secret spice? Well, here's the twist. It wasn't just a physical blend of dry red chili, roasted black pepper, and amchur. The real secret was a massive shift in mindset. Deendayal sits him down and explains that if you cook out of a fear of failing, that magical taste is never, ever gonna come. True flavor only emerges when you cook out of love for your family. Basically, shifting from fear to love, that was the actual secret ingredient. Now, let's look at how this philosophy translates into the real world. Deendayal gives him some very precise instructions. Step 1, fry the onions and garlic fully in the oil. Step 2, keep the veggies slightly raw so they keep their crunch. And step 3, add exactly half a spoon of the secret spice at just the right second. He's not just teaching him a recipe here. It's this beautiful, broader metaphor for having patience, nailing your timing, and just trusting the process. Which leads right into Chapter 4, Rising Fame and Jealousy. The very next day, it's like we're looking at a completely different person. Armed with his dad's wisdom and a fresh wave of confidence, Madhav goes back to the corner. All that panic from yesterday, poof, gone. It's replaced by this laser-like focus. He's completely internalized his father's lessons. And wow, does it pay off? His second attempt is a total smash hit. He cooks absolutely flawlessly for some pretty hesitant customers, Ramesh and Suresh. And you know how small towns are, word of that legendary taste spreads like wildfire. Even the village VIP, Talker Bhanu Pratap, stops by, loves it, and gives him a handsome reward. By evening, the cash box is literally overflowing. Madhav did it. He perfectly replicated his dad's legendary spicy flavor. But, as we all know, massive success usually brings new problems. Notice the stark contrast at the market now. While Madhav's stall is absolutely swamped with people, old Mangu's chaat stall right nearby sits completely, utterly empty. Not a single person is looking his way. And as Mangu watches this happen, this intense, fierce jealousy just starts bubbling up inside him. He feels like his livelihood is literally being stolen right out from under him. That bubbling desperation brings us to Chapter 5, a midnight theft attempt. Picture this super dramatic scene. It's a pitch-black, stormy night. The rain is just coming down in buckets, and a desperate Mangu decides he's going to sneak into Madhav's house. His goal? Steal that old iron box with the secret spice so his own business can bounce back. Let's break down exactly how fast this chaotic night actually unfolds. Right at midnight, boom, the power goes out across the whole village. At 1 a.m., Mangu sneaks in like a shadow and, believe it or not, actually finds the box. But at 1:05 a.m., he gets sloppy and kicks a metal bucket. Huge mistake. By 1:10 a.m., Madhav is wide awake, and our clumsy thief is caught completely red-handed, literally slipping around in the mud out in the pouring rain. Okay, let's take a breath here. Chapter 6, Forgiveness and New Beginnings. A soaking wet, terrified Mangu is now literally begging Madhav for mercy. He is so deeply ashamed, and he's terrified that if the rest of the village finds out about this betrayal, they're going to banish him forever. This, right here, this is the absolute turning point of our whole story. Listen to the words Madhav chooses in this tense moment. He looks at Mangu and says, "Our village teaches us to support each other, not ruin someone's home." It's such a striking, powerful thing to say. I mean, instead of getting revenge or publicly humiliating Mangu or dragging him to the police, Madhav makes this incredibly mature, surprising choice. He just completely forgives him. And that brings us to the most heartwarming conclusion, the merger. Madhav and Mangu don't just, shake hands and call a truce. They actually merge their businesses. It becomes the Ramgarh special spicy chowmein and chat bhandar. They bring Mangu's crispy potato tikki and Madhav's spicy chowmein together under one single roof. So what started as this bitter jealousy and rivalry transforms into this massive, unified, shared success for both of them. It's just a brilliant outcome, isn't it? As we wrap up this incredible village explainer today, I really want to leave you with a question to chew on. In today's hyper-competitive world, are you building walls to keep others out, or are you building a bigger table for everyone to sit at? Really think about that one, because true success is so often found in collaboration. All right, that's it for today's explainer. Keep learning and keep growing.